A big trip changes you. You do new things, eat new foods, and explore new places that you've never seen before. It's incredibly stimulating. You throw away your entire routine and you become open to all sorts of new possibilities. And then you go back home. You walk through your front door, and even if everything's just as you left it, things feel a little different. Your space hasn't changed. You've changed. There's a window of opportunity when you get back, where you're more amenable to making changes or seeing the world through a new lens. This is a video about rolling for initiative, impetus for change, big trip energy.
Baby cat? Baby cat, where you at? That's why I love calling her. She just warm her hands on her painting.
Whiskey.
Gotta get you some B-roll with you in it. I'll send this to you.
Capitaine. 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 Where are my babies? That's weird. Capitaine was hiding underneath the couch. All right, we're back. Ay, ay, ay. So now that I'm back, what is the damage? What needs to be addressed right now? What needs to be addressed is giving this boy all the cuddles. Okay, no, he doesn't want that many cuddles. I got back quite late, my flight was delayed, so I am kind of tired. I need to catch up on sleep. My body's just like screaming for vegetables right now. I also neglected my fitness, as you do when you're traveling. Cleaning, laundry, groceries, that kind of thing. I have to just sort out now that I'm back.
I'm watching my sister's cat Millie for a few more days, in the hope that she becomes friends with Capitaine. Unfortunately, I've discovered that Capitaine is a bully. Workout done. That's my underwear. No. Very tired, but I needed that. After doing my body weight once, I feel much better, and I'm ready to tackle some of the big burning questions. What do I want my life to look like now that I'm back? For me personally, my first impulse is to try to make the perfect routine. I can already hear my therapist in my head being like, there's that word perfect again. Thank you, Lucy, for the free session. Anyway, so I made one of those perfect routines on paper, and it felt so wrong. I did a little bit of journaling on the plane to figure out my thoughts around this. I was like, okay, let's say I wasn't making a video about this. What would I want to do after getting back from this trip? Would I be making a big deal about trying to set up some sort of good routine? Probably. And after that was settled, the question was, what do I want? It actually looked a lot like the things that I was in dire need of after immediately getting back. Like, I want to feel healthy, so that means getting enough sleep, eating well, moving enough. I also want to be eating tasty food most of the time. I want to be taking enough time in my day to relax. That's a big one for me. I want to make consistent progress with my different projects. I want to live in a beautiful, well-maintained home, and I want to keep making new memories with my friends and family. There's this quote, "What gets measured gets managed," and basically what that means is that if you want to improve anything, any one metric in your life, the best way to do that is to measure it consistently. Think of yourself like a little Tamagotchi or like a Sims character. So I'm gonna give myself 2 weeks to film the rest of this video, and when we get there, we're gonna measure all the different Sims stat bars and see where they're at. Right now, this is how I'm feeling. This is this is the dashboard for y'all. I want to show you guys something. So Khoa got me this microphone for my birthday, so that the sound quality in these videos doesn't sound like a tin can, but that doesn't stop me from sometimes forgetting to plug it in. All right, okay. Why is it so overexposed? All right, let's talk about sleep. Let's talk about it. Today we have an expert on this topic. Anyway, how I sleep affects everything. So if there's one thing that I kind of want to obsess over, it's this. The trouble is that I naturally, oh, the cats are fighting, So anyway, for the next 2 weeks, I'm challenging myself to go to bed before midnight and wake up whenever. I trust that my body is going to give me the correct amount of sleep. It's been a few days since I got back, and I'm gonna be starting tracking it now. I saw a video by Winkler in which she made a recipe called egg in the hole, and I'd never seen that before, and I thought that was pretty genius, so I want to try it. My first thought is that this would be really delicious with raisin bread, so that is how I'm going to be making it. The premise of this recipe is simple. You have a piece of bread, you make a hole in it, you put an egg in the hole, and you fry that up in a frying pan. Very simple, probably delicious. We'll find out. All right, the hole was not big enough, so I'm gonna try making another one with a bigger hole. Yeah, this already looks more correct. All right, let's try this. This looks delicious. That's good. I'm gonna say this is a top tier breakfast. If I had a restaurant, I think I would make like an elevated brunch version of this. Yeah. It's like a higher protein French toast. Highly recommend. learned this recipe from Gordon Ramsay, and that's funny. Okay, here's a little secret. I am filming this after doing the cooking, but that's not the order that this is going to be shown in. Some of editing is lies. I'm officially obsessed. This is my second time making raisin bread egg in the hole in just as many days. Fully endorse it. Fully endorse it. All right, let's do a bit of a check-in. So it's been about 6 days since I've been back, and today I'm just not really feeling it. I was feeling pretty distractible and lazy, and I wasn't sure why. Then I thought back to those Sims health bars that we talked about earlier, and yeah, it started to make a little bit more sense. Also, Millie went home, and Capitan is once more an only child. That has nothing to do with the whole mood thing. I haven't moved enough today, my kitchen's a mess, I want to make more progress on some of my projects, and I'm in dire need of some relaxing time. So anyway, I'm gonna go for a walk and maybe make some adjustments to tomorrow and the next day's plans to better suit how I'm feeling. You're so long, Capitan. Oh, gonna get that belly! I was talking to my therapist the other day about like time management and focus and stuff, and asked her for some like strategies to help me out. And one of the things she listed, amongst others, was the Pomodoro technique. In my head, I kind of scoffed at that one. I just didn't see how being interrupted every 25 minutes would help me focus. Then literally a few days later, Caroline put out a video where she revealed that she uses the Pomodoro technique on her editing days. So now both my expensive therapist and my free therapist are saying this is a thing that might work for me. So I tried it, and I regret to inform y'all that the corny little tomato app that everybody's recommending actually fucking works. This is gonna be a shit show to edit. I think we've said enough. Ooh. Alright, let's see. Another great day thanks to the silly tomato trick. If y'all don't know, the symbol Pomodoro means tomato. Anyway, I'm still annoyed that it works. I used to make some sort of visual art almost daily, and somewhere along the line, I stopped doing this as often. And in its place came judgment. I would judge my own ideas, I would judge the results, and often that would keep me from even starting. So this is a piece dedicated to creating over and over without judgment. It's just something pretty that was on my terrace that I wanted to draw, and I drew it. And I'm actually happy with the result.
been trying to make one video like this every month. I still have a ways to go, but one thing I've been trying lately is working on a few videos in parallel. That way, once I hit that publish button, I don't have to start from scratch on the next one. Anyway, today I'm doing some planning and just generally enjoying the terrace. Here we go. Throw me up, throw me out, throw me out. God, this is gonna take forever. Welcome to Jonathan and Khoa's Ratchet Salon. Today I'm at Khoa's. You can see all the beautiful art in the background that he made. And we're gonna go on a picnic and do some painting / drawing in a park. Hi, hello, welcome to a hot minute of ADHD featuring, back it up, that's not a word, featuring me and these paintings. So I think I thought that I could put some of this art on my walls that are mostly barren at the moment. And then I realized that that could be, wait, this is more. That could be a whole video. That being said, for today, I think I can find a compromise that's somewhere in the middle. Okay, this one's gotta go. This one is not passing the vibe check. This one is distracting from the beautiful Capitaine print, and that will not do. It's a bit kitschy. I love the frame, I love the plaque. I don't love how hard it is to find a wall that will accommodate this damn thing. This one over here is making me feel uncomfortable. There's like something, why can't you pinch to zoom when you're using the front-facing camera? You can do it on TikTok. It needs to be taller. It's too close to the height of the big lantern, and it's bothering me. You're on probation.
except for this one and the giant one because they were found in the trash and I don't know who made them. That's a lie, Jonathan. This one literally has a plaque.
Until a feeling takes me over completely, and then I'm like, oh, I guess I'm angry.
Here's a sobering thought. I got 3 new books recently, and I looked at just this behind me, and I realized that basically half of them have not been read. I know this is like super common, tons of people buy books and don't read them, but I used to love reading. When I was in high school, I'd read until like 3 a.m. every night. But yeah, then college happened and required readings, and that kind of sapped all the joy from this thing. It is crazy how much more light my phone picks up relative to my DSLR, but like, I'm all about that moody life, baby. Something I started doing unconsciously that I'm not a huge fan of is trying to optimize everything. Like, let's say I have 2 hours to do whatever I want. And let's say I've decided that I want to use those 2 hours for relaxing. I will still try to optimize that relaxing time. Does that sound relaxing to you? Because I am so tense right now. There's so much tension in my spine that it actually injured a massage therapist. Like, I'll try to quantify how relaxing things are and whether the time spent doing it is actually worth the payoff. A lot of that happens subconsciously, like I'm not being an analytical robot about everything, but it's not great and I'm trying to change it. Anyway, I'm trying to read more, and it's actually enjoyable once you spend more than 5 minutes doing it. Alright, here's some bonus thoughts. It's more thoughts in my head, so like, let's get them out. So, I've been collecting some art. I've been collecting books. I've been collecting YouTube videos in my Watch Later playlist at a faster rate than I am actually watching them. I've been collecting consumable gifts that my friends give me because I feel like there's never an occasion that is special enough to consume said consumable gift. Oh no. I actually think I'm going to schedule a session with my therapist to talk about this because I would like to understand why. Alright, I was setting up for this food segment when I made a disturbing discovery. Macaroni is smaller now. Over here we have some super old macaroni that I've had for a while, and here's some newer macaroni, and there's a clear size difference here. Let me open this. Oh, I'm okay with either, but I feel like the rosé would pair better with what I'm making.
Okay, so I'll pick the rosé then.
Okay, thanks. See you soon. Alright, so where are we at with this whole sleep thing? It looks like there's a bit of an improvement from the start. There was a few rocky days, but the last week has been very good. One thing that kind of surprised me is that I'm getting a lot more sleep overall. I thought that that amount would just kind of stay fixed, and get up earlier, but I'm getting up at roughly the same time. I did notice that my focus has been a little bit better. It's not a dramatic shift, but it's still an improvement. As always, Capitan's sleep is impeccable. I love how Capitan just like scuttled onto the bed after I set up my camera. Oh my god, I have to show you guys this. Look, his little paws are crossed in the most cute way, and it's just so adorable. Oh! This camera angle is brought to you by Capitan, our wonderful videographer. It's been 2 weeks since I've been back, which feels untrue given how many things I've done. And I feel pretty great. My plumb bob, that thing up there, is now green. All the metrics have improved. Not everything's perfect. Like, I've been eating a little bit more junk food the last few days. I could use a bit more relaxing time. But on the whole, things are looking up. And the goal isn't to have everything in the green all the time. That would be fucking boring. The last time I came back from a big trip, which was 3 weeks in Spain, Portugal, and Paris, I just wanted to keep that feeling of doing something new every day as long as possible. But this time after coming back from the trip, I didn't really want to hold on to anything. I just wanted to get back into a routine that felt good to me. Let me know what you thought about this video. Why does he do that? He just like flopped his head onto the bed. It's hilarious. Let me know what you think about this type of video. I wanted to try something new, and this is the result. Subscribe if you haven't. Every time you subscribe, this guy gets a treat, and the vet says he needs to eat more treats. All right, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.